attack of the show.
Thank you.
TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. Someone was hailing a cab there.
I know.
I'm Kevin Pereira, by the way.
That's
Pleasure.
right. And I'm Olivia Munn. It is Tuesday, June 26th, and we are coming to you live from the G4 studios right here in Los Angeles.
Big show today.
Exciting.
On today's show, we're going to sit down with Republican presidential hopeful Ron Paul in the loop one-on-one. Yes, and then after that, equally as exciting, Congressman Paul is going to answer all of your questions live via stick cam.
And that's not all. Plus, our DVD expert, Chris Gore, is
Chris
here.
Gore?
That's right, Chris Gore is here to give us a documentary rundown in today's DV Tuesday, and we'll show you where you can get your very own jetpack. That's right, I said jetpack on today's Attack This. But right now, it is time to start the festive ticker tape parade of modern culture with the top 5 stories of the web.
All right, let's do it, folks. We're going around the net. All right, it's a circular thing. Starting off the list at number 5 today is a video that proves beyond the shadow of a doubt that, yes, India will in fact overtake us in the global stage of the future. It's sad.
Yeah.
It is
now,
sad.
it's been long known that India is an economic powerhouse, but now we've got proof that they're going to school us in filmmaking, too.
You see, while Hollywood gives us summers full of sequels and fight choreography that hasn't been updated since The Matrix, we get innovative fight scenes from India's second biggest filmmaking town. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Tollywood. Mudbogged them.
I have to say, we can only hope the action scenes in Transformers live up to
They were like breakdance fighting with tractors.
I know, it was awesome.
It was like a John Deere West Side Story.
So you got the West Side Story, you got the breakdance scene.
Yeah.
Do you want a dramatic escape scene?
Do they even have that? That's asking too much.
Yeah, Tollywood's got that too.
Really?
What happened?
I think he survived. I think he survived that.
Woo! I'm close.
He popped it up like it was a horse.
Wow.
That was a heavy tractor. Suck on that, Bullet. That's action. Remember Bullet?
No.
No, Netflix it. It's fine. It's
okay, well.
Yeah, it's fine.
Now, I have to say, moving on, Kevin and I, as you know, are responsible media celebrities.
Yes.
And as such, we are obligated to bring you today's number 4 to show you what can happen if you take the magic of Tollywood into the real world.
Well, you see, this is actually, what you're seeing is a picture of a cornfield in the Netherlands, which saw some real-life car chase action when a coked-up driver tried to outrun the cops. They're doing a little off-road in there.
4 police cars were damaged, and while no one was injured, don't go thinking that drug use is a victimless crime.
No, it's not, because the real victim here is corn. Until it regrows again next year, I suppose. But for this year...
Do corn feel? I mean, is it really that much of a crime?
In at number 3 today is a new commercial for Brain Age 2, more brain training. It's on the Nintendo DS, and this is sort of part of a European ad campaign before the game's launch on June 29th.
Yeah, drunk on Wii sales numbers, the Big N threw some cash around like an Enron executive.
Oh.
And they sprung for an Oscar award-winning actress. Guess who it was? Guess.
Who?
Just guess.
Who?
Just guess.
Kate Winslet.
No, Nicole Kidman.
Wow.
Yeah, Nicole Kidman is a spokesperson for the DS. And, like, you know, Nicole is like all her ladies out there. She loves her DS, especially when it tells her she's old.
52. Rock. Paper. Scissors. No. Rock. There you go.
Oh, that rock-scissors combo's tricky.
She's a really brilliant actress. She's a very talented actress, but why is she acting like she's 12?
Well, she's having a little trouble beating her DS at a game of rock, paper, scissors. It happens. It's actually not nearly as bad as when Nintendo picked a celebrity that didn't really know their primary colors.
Oh.
You have to not say the word. You have to say the color of the word.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Blue. 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 Oh, actually, it's yellow. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Love you, Robin. I'm just saying.
Now, the Nintendo DS making gamers look like crazy people since 2004.
God bless them.
Thank you. And at number 2 today, the new trailer for Hitman.
Yeah, the upcoming adaptation of the open-ended video game franchise will debut its trailer in theaters tomorrow, which it's actually going to be before Live Free or Die Hard, but you know how the internet works.
Yes, I do.
They can't wait for things like that.
The trailer hit the web last night and shows off star Timothy Olyphant brandishing 2 pistols and a shaved head, and guess what? He's kicking some ass.
When doors spontaneously combust, it's always dangerous for people involved. It always happens in slow motion.
Hitman comes out October 12th.
And Uwe Boll is nowhere near the set, so it actually has a chance at being decent.
Oh,
Fingers crossed. Oh, come on. That wasn't a cinematic snap.
It was a little bit.
Just honesty.
Okay, it was honesty. And finally, topping off the internet today, it's the first guy in line for an iPhone.
Yeah, Gizmodo posted a non-exclusive, non-interview with Greg, who's a guy who's, well, he started camping out for his new Jesus phone a full 100 hours before the launch. And this video shows that while waiting in lines for new gadgets can be fun and social and amazing, it's really kind of lame when the only other guy there is your buddy.
What's your name, bro?
Craig.
Where's your credentials? You got credentials?
I'm waiting for the iPhone.
What do you got there?
I got a banana.
So how long have you been here?
Since 5 o'clock this morning.
What's the first thing you're going to do when you get the iPhone? Are you taking a nap?
Huh?
I forgot to ask you, what do you do for a living?
I've since retired.
You're going to be here for the next couple days?
Next 2-3 days, yeah.
Do you have a girlfriend or anything?
No.
Just you, just hanging out?
Hanging out, get my iPhone.
Yeah, no.
Obvious question.
No, lady friend, just me and the banana. Don't ask. We're going to have live coverage of the iPhone launch on Friday, though. That guy will probably be a part of it when he tries to find out if Apple will accept food
I would just love that he goes to his car and he's using his phone, he puts it in his lap and he gets out and he just drops it.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
It may happen. How fast do you think it's going to end up on eBay, though? The iPhone?
I'm betting he's already got a listing.
Probably.
Probably. To get your daily viral fix, make sure to head on over to g4tv.com/AroundTheNet. And there you can also sign up for the Around the Net podcast.
Right now, though.
Right now.
It's time for the only news that you need to know. Here's Layla Cayley and the feed headlines.
Thanks, guys. Here's what's coming up in the feed. First, the rate plans for the iPhone have just been released, and we'll tell you how much they'll cost. Plus, Kill Bill 3 and 4 may be in the works, and find out what song was voted the most irritating ever. It's coming your way in just a few minutes, but first, back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Layla. Let's hear from you and the Army of Monitor Heads for video viewer mail.
Here is Anthony from Missouri.
Hey, guys. Do you think that politicians even understand what this generation is all about?
No.
Yeah, you go ahead. I mean,
No, it's a
do
good
politicians
question, but-
care what we think about Go?
No, they don't, because we don't give them a reason to. I mean, we, the skateboarding, electric guitar carrying, you know, gun-toting demo.
Okay.
Because
why? Because we don't vote?
We don't vote. We don't pay into them. We don't give them a reason to pay attention. I mean, things are finally starting to change, I think, if you look at the attention that some of them are paying on YouTube. Ron Paul's coming on our show today to connect with us and our viewers at home. So yeah, there are certain candidates that care, but I think overall we haven't really given them a reason to pay attention. Yeah. If P. Diddy couldn't mobilize us by threatening to kill us, there's nothing that they can do.
P. Diddy made me not vote. I didn't want to vote because
You didn't fear that you could die?
No, I did not fear that at all, but...
You got to rock the boat.
Yeah, well, we'll see. You know, we have Ron on, so maybe he's the one candidate that actually cares.
We're going to be joined live
not.
by presidential candidate Ron Paul very soon. If you want to ask him a question live, maybe even that question, log on to the AOTS Stick Cam page.
Go to g4tv.com/VVM, click on I Want to Be on Attack of the Show, then our live cam video, and submit your questions to our moderator, AOTS. This is your chance to talk directly with a presidential candidate, so let him hear the voice of our generation. Now, you guys, don't get scurrying and just going off. Don't do that. We just got started. There's lots more show ahead, so stay tuned.
Lots.
Here's what's coming up on today's Attack of the Show. Presidential hopeful Ron Paul joins us to discuss the issues that matter most to you in the Loop one-on-one, and takes your political queries live via Stickcam. From Cocaine Cowboys to Lost in La Mancha, we're digging into documentaries on DV Tuesday. And movie fans, we have your fix when we hit up the best film sites on Blog Watch. All this and maybe your 15 minutes of fame when the attack comes back. Around the Net is brought to you by Transformers the Game. Protect or destroy. Which will you choose? Transformers the Game, available now.
This July on G4, Comic-Con 07 Live.
Shazam!
Shazam, indeed.
Thursday, July 26th and Friday, July 27th on G4.
ITT Technical Institute School of Criminal Justice. Education for the future. To find out more, call 1-800-327-1172 or visit us on the web. Whether it's applied to a home or a career, a solid foundation is essential. As new construction in the housing sector continues, there's a need for talented, skilled professionals who can manage the construction projects. Introducing the new construction management program at ITT Technical Institute School of Drafting and Design. This new program teaches skills to help students prepare to pursue a rewarding career in the construction industry. The program offers a foundation in construction management, construction techniques, and the legal issues relating to the construction management field through the study of subjects such as site construction and management, building codes, and construction documents and contracts. Working closely with contractors, engineers, and architects, construction managers monitor and coordinate various phases of the construction project. Start building your career on solid ground today. ITT Technical Institute School of Drafting and Design. Education for the future. To find out more, call 1-800-372-4052 or visit us on the web.
Rated Teen. The line between good and evil has been drawn. Protect. Destroy. Which side will you choose? Transformers the Game.
From a guy's perspective, it's very difficult to kind of verbalize some things.
It's very difficult to sit down and describe yourself in, 3 to 4 sentences.
Dating sites give you a picture and a paragraph. At eHarmony, we do the matching for you based on 29 dimensions of compatibility. And right now, you can log on to eHarmony.com and review your matches all for free. Aren't you curious to see who you're compatible with?
Love is pure joy.
eHarmony.com. Log on today.
There are times you gotta ask yourself, do you think you've got the torque? Or do you know you've got the torque? Get Q Torque Power for trucks. Heat activated to help more of your engine's power reach the road. No leading synthetic motor oil delivers more torque than Q Torque Power. Full synthetic Q Torque Power for trucks. Unleash all your horses.
Action! Making movies, TV shows, documentaries can be really fun. You could be part of the crew behind the scenes with your degree in film and video production from Collins College. From screenwriting to audio recording and editing, get the skills you need to start your career in this exciting field. Imagine working with other creatives on projects that can be seen by millions of people. Find out more by calling Collins College. Ask for this brochure. Call 1-888-823-0999.
Kevin. Hey, Olivia. I was wondering, which will you choose? Autobots or Decepticons?
Okay, all right. First of all, 10 points on the marmot turn.
That was awesome.
Well done. All right, Autobots, good guys. Decepticons, bad guys.
Yes, I know.
Since seeing the film,
Okay.
I'm Team Shia.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, I'm joining Shia's camp.
Shia is awesome.
But you have the definitive answer on this one, which is?
Okay, well, I don't want to be a bad guy or a good guy because they both have to fight. I think that if you can become a transformer, why not just transform yourself into like a lamppost, and then you can be on the street and just kind of hide and they won't see you, and so then everybody's going around you and they're fighting it out and then you're just there by yourself. So I'd be like, I would be a lamp bot.
Okay.
Why would I fight?
It's a great answer.
Thank you.
Right now it's time for the only news you need to know. Here it is in the feed.
Thanks, guys. I'm Layla Kaylee, and it's time to start the feed. hopeful fans who have been wondering just how much they'll have to pay per month for their iPhone can now start planning their budget. AT&T just released information on service plans for the iPhone just 4 days before its launch. The cheapest plan is $60 per month for 450 minutes, and plans go as high as $100 per month for 1,350 minutes. All plans include unlimited data and mobile-to-mobile calling, but are limited to 200 text messages. Also, they require an iTunes account to sync with your computer and have a $175 cancellation fee if you end your contract early. That's whack. In related news, the first official review of the iPhone is in, and it's not all that great. The New York Post got its hands on the phone and found it slightly bulky and underpowered. The reviewer enjoyed the touchscreen and music functionality, but complained the screen was too small to efficiently web browse or view documents, and the storage space wasn't big enough for modern media collections. The Post recommends waiting for the next generation, which they predict will offer much more at the same price. If you're wondering why your favorite online radio stations are so quiet, we have the answer. It's the Internet's Day of Silence. Internet radio stations are not broadcasting today to protest new royalty fees that will make it financially impossible for webcasters to continue streaming music online. Unless an appeal to the Copyright Royalty Board is successful or Congress intervenes, internet radio stations like Pandora and Last.fm will effectively cease to be when the royalty rates go into effect on July 15th. Music should be free. It looks like Quentin Tarantino fans have a reason to rejoice this winter. The long-awaited single film version of Kill Bill finally has a DVD release date. According to a recent Amazon.com listing, Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair, will be available for purchase on November 6, 2007. This unrated version of the film will combine Kill Bill 1 and 2 into one full-color film with a running time that exceeds 3 hours. But that's not all, the only Kill Bill news. According to the website iWatchStuff.com, Volumes 3 and 4 of the series have already been planned out and may shoot in China. The films would focus on the bride's victims and their daughters seeking revenge. And finally, the market research company OnePoll.com recently conducted a survey on which song is the most irritating ever, and the results are interesting and somewhat surprising. Voted by the public, the third most annoying song is Bop by Hanson, at number 2 is Axel F, and at number 1, the most irritating song in the history of music is James Blunt's You're Beautiful. Our choice here at AOTS, Celine Dion's My Heart Will Go On, unfortunately came in ninth. Well, that's it for today, but don't worry, the feed doesn't stop here. Keep your iPod fed with all the news you need to know by downloading our Daily Feed podcast. Get it now at g4tv.com/podcast. I'm Layla Kaylee, and you've just been fed. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Layla. Now show your loyalty to the Empire, and please stay with us. You don't want a phantom choke out. Do you want that? You want a phantom choke out?
Would you prefer it? It's the brutal truth behind the underground wrestling scene when we throw a punch at the backyard on TV Tuesday.
The beatings have just begun.
And will presidential hopeful Ron Paul revive our hopes in the political system? The debate is on in The Loop one-on-one. The Feed is brought to you by Code Monkeys, a new comedy of 8-bit proportions. Premieres July 11th, only on G4.
G4 is like being visited by a badass video game goddess who's way into anime and tight circuit-laced apparel. Plus, she has a knack for digging up funny, obscure videos, and she can quote word for word from classics, like Old School and The Big Lebowski. Like G4, she is obsessed with high-tech gadgetry, out-there blogs, and opinionated podcasts. She will take you to the sorts of far-off worlds where Master Chief and Transformers rule the landscapes. This energy-clad goddess/sensei of digital goodness is plugged into what's going on. And therefore, my man, so are you. G4 is like that. You know, basically.
Did you hear about the panda?
Oh my. I couldn't believe that.
Western Whopper. Flame broiled beef, bacon, and barbecue sauce. Bring out your inner cowboy. Cowboy.
We'd love to show you the world's next great video game. There's only one problem. You haven't created it yet. You've played them, now you can make them. With DeVry's new bachelor's degree program in game and simulation programming. It's classrooms and labs where you actually create video games. Games like you'll find when you log on now. You'll learn more about this exciting degree program and get free video game demos from Vivendi Games. It's time to take it to the next level. You can earn a 4-year degree in less than 3 with classes that start right away. And since it's DeVry, you know you'll get this and even more of this. Call or log on for your free video game demos. But do it now, because when you're a gamer, you know what happens when you stand still. So call or log on for your free video game demos. It's right now, and it's here at DeVry.
Hello.
Hey, Bert.
Stand up. I've been brushing up on my game.
Think Marcia saw?
Nope. But she'll see this. You see, Gary, while you're playing that football game, I have GameFly. I rent from over 4,000 video game titles online, giving me millions of moves.
Oh, man.
Say it.
GameFly starts for as low as $8.95. Just mail the games back for free and get more. No late fees and cancel any time. Hey, Marcia.
Product shown rated E through M.
Hi, I'm Chef Tony. And now there's a knife so sharp you can cut a pineapple in midair. It's the Miracle Blade 3 Perfection Series. This is my all-purpose slicer, the ultimate in slicing knives. You'll also get rock and chop, rips through ribs. Plus, you'll receive my fillet and pony knife. Fillet fish right down to the skin. And my chop and scoop. Chop parsley and fresh herbs in seconds. Watch, flex, and scoop right to your favorite recipe. And you get my paring knife. Curved to peel fruits and veggies. I'll also send you 4 steak knives. Call now and you'll get my Perfection shears and a second Miracle Blade slicer absolutely free.
But wait, we'll send you a second complete set of knives free. Just imagine, that's now nearly $500 worth of knives for just one payment of only $39.95. And if you don't think the Miracle Blades are the best knives you've ever used, just return them for a full refund. So call now.
643-8719.
Hey guys, welcome back. Now, nothing makes a crappy day better than some consumerism. So let's go over to Kevin with the answer to all of your prayers.
Yeah, let's face it, Tuesday, kind of a boring day. But thankfully, all the DVDs hitting stores don't make it a total wash. So tear off that shrink wrap because our resident film expert, Chris Gore, is here with DV Tuesday. Chris Gore, ladies and gentlemen. No, precisely.
That's the reaction I usually get.
With
the first part.
They're on point today.
Yeah.
Open bar. With Sicko opening wide this week, Chris is here with an all-documentary edition of DV Tuesday, or DV Docu Tuesday.
Yeah.
If you will.
Yeah, try to say that.
Please, Hammer, don't hurt him. Let's get into it.
Let's get into a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff.
All right, well, we'll start with a documentary on President Bush.
No. Cocaine Cowboys is a documentary about these drug dealers in Miami in the 70s and 80s that came to prominence.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like, I mean,
like
Miami
a Scarface kind of thing.
It's really like Scarface. This is the real-life Scarface. This is probably one of the best, if not the best crime documentary I've ever seen, one of the best documentaries of the last decade.
Really?
It is fascinating, riveting. You see interviews with these guys, and they tell you precisely how they built the cocaine business in Miami by bringing in drugs from Colombia, how they would fly it in, how they would store it, where they would bury the money in their backyards. I mean, it's captivating, and the commentary, the guy who does the commentary, the director, sounds like he's a little hopped up on something because it's so rapid fire.
Right.
But it's
well, they know their target audience.
Exactly, but in terms of, I mean, if you're interested in anything crime-related, this is such a fascinating doc, and what's interesting about it is how it actually helped the economy of Miami.
Now, do they do, like, dramatic recreations of these events that they're telling, or is it, you know,
a few, I mean,
crude MS Paint drawings of gun out, you know, shootouts in mansions?
But no, but they've got footage of this stuff as it happened. I mean, there were shootouts at shopping malls, you know, in the 70s where just horrible stuff. I mean, horrible murders. I mean, the crime rate was just crazy back then where then Vice President Bush had to call in, like, the FBI to come in and stop all this. Just a fascinating documentary, amazing extras, highly recommended. Cocaine Cowboys, get it.
But next is Lost in La Mancha?
Yeah, if you've never seen this one, it's Terry Gilliam's failed attempt to make a Don Quixote film with Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp is supposed to be in this movie, and he's just a present-day guy sort of thrown back in time, and he never finished the movie. But what this documentary does is it follows Terry Gilliam throughout this process. And if you're interested in the behind the scenes of the makings of movies, you know, everything from shows, you know, like
especially
Project
one
Greenlight,
that falls apart.
Yeah, this just fell apart miserably. Like everything went wrong, but visually speaking, I mean, I saw this at the 2002 Telluride Film Festival. It was just so great to see these guys, like, just, you know, this is what happens when a movie goes wrong. The financiers pulled out great film.
All right, so watching guys make a movie is one thing, but watching guys hit each other with fluorescent light bulbs, equally as entertaining. So this is The Backyard, and before we get into this one, I need to advise the viewers at home not to try anything they're about to see, and I got to warn them that some of the images may be disturbing, which is probably why they'll want to pick up this DVD. But with that said, The Backyard.
Yeah, The Backyard is about real backyard wrestling. I mean, if you're a fan of wrestling of any sort, backyard wrestling, guys really get hurt. These are not pros. These are guys in their backyard going to Walmart to pick up fluorescent tubes and bash each other over the face.
Yeah. Our demo, our viewers.
Yeah, exactly. And you see them get physically hurt. I mean, after this fight here, the guys, there's two brothers fighting. Their mom driving to the hospital to actually get all patched up.
Wow.
One of the guys gets really hurt bad.
But what do we learn from this? That this is silly and sad, or that these guys have aspirations of being the next WWE star?
They do have aspirations. I mean, you know, you'll see that one of the guys actually goes to try and be a professional wrestler, fails miserably. It's kind of like an American movie with wrestlers. You know, they're kind of losers, but, you know, there's a heart to it. In between the bashing.
People wonder why the healthcare system's a little out of whack in this country. Well, you get guys hitting each other with folding chairs.
Yep.
God bless them. Chris, thanks for stopping by,
Thanks
sir.
a lot.
Appreciate it, as always. Visit filmthreat.com for more movie info and plenty of life lessons. Right now, though, we have to throw things over to Olivia, who's ready to attack.
Thanks, guys. Now, DVDs may have been the highest form of technology in the 90s, but right now we're looking at the cutting-edge gadgets of today. It's time to attack this. First up is the T-73 Jetpack from Jetpack PI. We have all been waiting for this, and soon it can be your reality if you are filthy, filthy rich. Okay, so the $200,000 price tag is a little steep, and it only runs on jet fuel, but this thing is the real deal. The pack will fly you through the air at 87 miles an hour for up to 19 minutes, with promises to improve on these numbers in the future. The future is now, people. Can anyone loan me like $200,000? Only if you have like 100,000, I can make up the other 100. Never mind. Next up is the juice bag, the environmentally friendly, tech-savvy way to carry all of your stuff. The bags have a large solar panel on them, and inside, power points for your electronics. Now, they are equipped with a car lighter adapter, so if you have a travel cord for your device, it will work with the bag. The bag comes in 5 styles, including an awesome camo backpack and a cool beach bag. Get one and never say die again. You like that? We have had cooler gadgets on the show. Look, I know this, but the Ergo mouse is for your own good. Trust me on this. We all spend hours every day with our hands unnaturally wrapped around a mouse pretending to work. Or like I do, I pretend to work. You probably do work. The Ergo mouse puts your hand in a more comfortable vertical position, eliminating the wear and tear frantic clicking has on the wrist. This will put your hand in its safe for work happy place and prevent the geek's version of the hamstring pull. Finally, we have the lap deck. If you have ever owned a steering wheel accessory for a video game console, you know that they're not the most comfortable or stable devices. Well, if you want to play Forza, but don't want to suffer these indignities any longer, the lap deck is for you. The lap deck secures the wheel to your legs and creates a platform for it to rest on. Okay, look, it is kind of silly looking, but you are probably already wearing an Xbox Live headset right now, so who cares, right? You already look like a fool. For info on all these gadgets and more, head on over to g4tv.com/AOTS. Okay, right now we have got to retreat to our cryogenic chambers for a quick sleep, but don't worry, I'll wake up, got my alarm set, and we'll be back soon.